Looking like I'm something out of the 80s with my poofy bangs. Good morning, everyone. Well, it's morning here for me. I don't know what time it is for you, but welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather. If you are absolutely positively unsure how you got here, this is the story of my weight loss journey. I am journaling through videos about my thoughts, my feelings, everything that has been going on along the way. I started with my first initial visit and we're continuing on. So today I just want to talk about kind of what I'm feeling right now, my thoughts and my frustrations and my nervousness, and just about the surgery in general. Everything, just talking about everything that's been going on. Let's start off with the stats real quick. If you've never been to my channel before, I am a 40-year-old woman, mother of 2 children, a 17-year-old and a 12-year-old, happily married, well, most of the time, for almost 17 years. What else can I say? I live in Pennsylvania, just outside, inside the Lehigh Valley. My surgery is going to be done by Dr. Claros at St. Luke's Hospital. I do not have a surgery date set as of yet. As soon as I'm done with all my preliminaries, which I am right there. Then I can set my surgery dates. I am going to be receiving the vertical sleeve gastrectomy. That is the surgery that I have decided on after discussing it with people that have had both surgeries and my husband and kind of myself, trying to figure out which surgery would be best for me. I do have a whole video on what is the reasons that I decided on this surgery, what both surgeries are, what it's all about. You can watch that one if you like. As of right now, my frustration that I'm feeling is that I just want to get my surgery scheduled. That's what I want to do. I'm having a little bit of a hard time with the weights. I forgot to tell you my weight. Speaking of weight, when I first weighed in at my first appointment, I weighed 249.5 pounds. Yesterday, I weighed in at 236.6 pounds. So I had a total of 12.9 pound weight loss. So far, I did have to lose 12.5 pounds for the surgery. They make you lose 5% of your weight. Well, my doctor makes you lose 5% of your weight to get ready for the surgery because your liver is right next to your stomach, so you want to shrink your liver as much as you can so that it doesn't develop further complications when they're in there slicing and dicing. Anyway, so back to my frustration. My frustration is the weight, not weight as in how much I weigh, but the long wait to schedule the surgery. I just literally want this surgery scheduled. I want it scheduled so that I can have an end goal and something to look forward to. I can know, because I'm really nervous about my weight, going up and down and up and down. That is a big concern for me. So the faster I can get this surgery scheduled, the better. I also would like to let my job know, because we are looking at August. So I'm hoping that there is an end in sight. I have to get some blood work drawn. I have not done that yet. There was kind of a discrepancy on where my blood work gets drawn at. Once I get that drawn, then the only thing that I'm really waiting for is this sleep study. Oh my goodness, everybody's beeping at each other this morning. This is not a good morning. Anyway, so then the only thing I'm waiting for is the sleep study. So that's what my frustration is at this moment. Not too bad. I'm still feeling pretty good. Some of my fears. Well, there's always that fear that there is going to be a complication with the surgery. You do hear horror stories about people that have had a lot of complications. I've heard about people who are nauseous constantly, they can't eat, they can't keep anything down, they're constantly vomiting, their stomach rejects everything. I've heard, about people that have developed infections and have to go in and out of the hospital and are in so much pain. You do hear those horror stories, and you try not to pay too much attention to those horror stories, because honestly, like, you never know what your surgery is going to be like. You don't know what is going to happen and what it's going to be like for you, because everybody's story is different, and they tell you that. Everyone will tell you that. So my story may be completely different than your story. You don't know. So that's, a genuine fear in the back of your mind constantly. The other big fear that I have is that I will lose weight, but I will gain it back, or I won't lose as much weight as I'm supposed to. Weight loss surgery is a tool. They tell you that. It's just a tool. It's just something to give you that edge and to help you along. You do need to put the diet and the exercise with it, which is why I'm kind of training myself at this moment. Why I'm trying to lose as much weight as possible. They want me to lose 12.5 pounds. I want to lose at least 20 pounds before my surgery. That would be ideal for me. Just to prove to myself that I can do it and I can keep it off. And you're training yourself on how to eat. You're training yourself on what to do, because honestly, this is a complete lifestyle change. You are going to be eating differently, feeling differently, and you literally turn into a different person. So that's another big fear is, am I going to turn back to my old ways? I was a daily smoker. I had to quit smoking to do this. I haven't smoked in over a month. It might even be a month and a half. I'm not sure. I quit. It might be 2 months, honestly. I quit probably a week or two after I had my first initial surgery, and they told me that I had to quit. So that's another one of my fears, is that I'm going to want to go back to smoking. But everybody tells me that, that is not an option. Once you have the surgery done, smoking is no longer an option. Smoking does something to the acid in your stomach, or the fluid in your stomach, and I don't know. Somebody told me, I think it was the anesthesiologist when I went to get my ECG, the EEG, I don't know, whatever, my scope. That she's seen people that have had their stomachs like eaten away because they went back to smoking, and their pouches, because literally your stomach is like very small. Once they're done, it's tiny. And she's seen them like literally eaten away by people going back to smoking. Because what happens is you develop bleeding ulcers, and it like eats away at your stomach. So like they do not want you to go back to that. So that's another one of my fears, is can I really keep from the smoking? I gotta tell you, there are times that it is really, really tough. Last night I was sitting watching TV. Like, that's what's so funny too. Like, I used to run outside on commercial breaks. Or when I read a book. I used to sit outside on the front porch and just smoke and read and smoke and read. So that's tough for me too. I have tried to distance myself from smokers, and I have. Most of the people that I'm friends with are smokers, so I kind of have distanced myself from them. I'm not proud of that, because one of my very best friends, I have distanced myself from her. I text her. I don't really call her as much. just because it is an issue for me. And I can feel myself being grumpy and miserable because I can't have a cigarette. So I feel bad for my husband and my children. What am I most looking forward to? Oh, the clothing. Hello. What person who has weight loss surgery is not looking forward to wearing some of that snazzy clothing? I don't know about you, but being a plus size person, having to shop as a plus size person is horrific. We do not have cute clothes at all. And it's very difficult to find things that you like. So I've already started shopping. I've bought in a few items. I've purchased a few items. I didn't go real small. But I did go down to a large. I did purchase larges for myself. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most. And having more energy. I feel like once I get some of the weight off, I probably will have more energy. And the sex. Not that my sex life is that dull to begin with, but I gotta tell you right now, at this very moment, with everything that I'm going through and all the changes that are happening in my body, I have no drive whatsoever. My poor husband is dying. He probably thinks I'm having an affair. With who, I don't know, because I don't even want to get naked in front of him, so. And we've been married for 17 years. Been together for probably 25. Whatever. But that is what I'm looking forward to. Everyone says that it gets so much better after the surgery when you don't have as much weight on. But yeah, mostly I'm looking forward to the clothing. I cannot wait until I'm down, and I guess I'm gonna have to probably wait till I'm about a year out to really go out and purchase clothing, because I think in the first year your weight is moving so much. I think at a year it would be safe to say that would be the weight that you're staying at when you hit your year mark. Other than that, I do plan on utilizing my local thrift store, because I am not going to be purchasing brand new as I'm moving down. Yeah. But I just want to get it done. I just want to get it over with. I want to start losing more and more. I'm very, very excited. Very, very optimistic. Still not quite sure what I'm doing with my knee. You can watch what I did to that in my other videos. Whether I'm going to get surgery on that or not, we will see after I get down to whatever size I'm going to get down to. So yeah, that is my story. Those are my thoughts, my feelings, my update as of this moment. I have not had very much contact with the weight loss center. I went for my first initial appointment. They gave me a list of stuff to do, and I've just been doing it. I have not talked to anyone from there. So I did give them a call yesterday. I did have a few questions for my clinical coordinator, or I should say my surgical coordinator. So I left her a message, just waiting for her to call me back today. Other than that, things are moving along. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you would like to follow along. Leave me any comments down below and let me know, have you had the surgery? Are you considering the surgery? Are you in the process of getting everything done for the surgery like I am? I would love to meet other people who, are going through the same thing that I am, so that we could chat, have friends, whatever, whatnot. All right, thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.